Micah Frankel for CageMinds.com. We're here at Mama D's Dungeon. We're talking to Mama D. You're 5 days away from attempting to set a new Guinness World Record for women's plank. The current world record, it's 40 minutes and 1 second.
Yeah.
So you're looking to beat that, and this is for charity, a charity that you've been working with for a long time. This time a different fundraiser though, normally bike riding. So first of all, how'd you come up with wanting to break this record?
I woke up one day and I decided to do it. I had no idea how long the world record was. I actually looked online and they had 36 minutes, but I wanted to be exact, so I actually called Guinness Book and they said it was 40 minutes and 1 second. A lady up in Utah did it. I think it was sometime last year. But I just woke up one day and decided I wanted to do it. So it wasn't like it just, that's how things happen to me. It just comes to me. I have no rhyme or reason of what I do and how I do it, I just do.
Okay, so then was it an automatic that, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it big, and I'm going to try to do it for charity, or how did that aspect come into this?
Well, somebody just mentioned it to me and asked me, well, why don't you just do it for charity? And I'm like, well, why not? And the another reason why I wanted to do it too is because I do things very extreme on my motorcycle out there by myself. No one ever gets to see that. And this is a way for me to be able to show people how you have to really dig down and find within yourself to do something that sometimes seems to be impossible to do. But the thing is, it's like when I work with my fighters and anybody that I work with, I always tell them to leave everything that you have in there and don't leave anything left over. So you know, when I finish this plank on Tuesday, you'll know I'll be done. I would have given everything I can. And it's not about just the physical. Because the lady that broke the record before the lady has it now was 72 years old. 72, and she did it 36 minutes.
So wanting to show that and what you do, that's the part of the aspect of this, is showing that mental fortitude and being able to put a visual example out there to be a role model for people, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, is live my life that way. And like I said, sometimes I don't ever question why things come to me, because I do want to think about doing that when I did my 50 state ride. Same thing. Just one day it came to me, I want to ride all through 50 states on my motorcycle. And when I left on that trip, I didn't even have a way to get my bike to Hawaii. I left without having a shipping venue to even take me to Hawaii. That was taken care of on the road. So when I do something, it's just that I figured I committed to it. And I'm telling you, when I've done this recently for an extremely long period of time, every injury over the last 55 years were screaming. It was horrible. But the thing is, it's like anything worth it is you're gonna have to go through hell sometimes, and that's what I plan on doing. Trying
to set a world record,
yes.
This is a big task. So how much preparation, how much time has this process taken? How long have you been thinking about doing this for?
I started doing training for this less than 2 months ago. Less than 2 months ago. No lie. It's been 7 weeks.
So what have been some of the changes in lifestyle, and what's the extremeness of the training been like? What's some of the stuff you've been putting your body through and the mind to get ready for this?
Okay. First of all, I had to do some rehabilitation exercises for my shoulders because I have 2 torn rotator cuffs and a torn labrum. I found those out. I've always had issues with my shoulders for years. It's just that I dealt with the pain. I figured it's just part of being 55. But what happened is when I started doing this, they were screaming at me so bad. So I have a physical therapist who takes my class here at night. And he gave me exercises I've been doing, and it's just craziness. But I was doing sprints on the Aerodyne bike. I've been doing wall sits because people have no idea of how much your quads take into play in doing plank. And I have very long legs, so when I did that 43-minute plank, just training for this, it felt like someone took a bayonet and stuck it up my quads. It was that bad. And so what I've been doing is because I'm taking a note out of the book of the person who has the male record, which is over 3 hours, and he said every ounce counts. So what I've done since that, when I started doing this, I started eating even cleaner. I've been eating according to my blood type for I don't know how many years, almost 20 years now myself. And I just went to eating highly beneficial foods. I knew I needed to lose body fat, but maintain muscle. I'd be strong, so I'd be lean and strong at the same time. I stopped eating at 6 o'clock at night. I don't eat anything after 6 o'clock other than just water. And I've dropped 15 pounds since then, but yet I feel better than I did before. My shoulders feel so much better. They'll never be completely repaired, but they feel so much better than they did. I, of course, was doing plank. I haven't done the plank the last few, I'd say maybe a week or so, because I don't really need to. I know I can do it. It's just a matter of now, and now I'm healing my body. I've been doing Qigong breathing. I've been doing meditation. I've been getting acupuncture 3 days a week, Epsom salt bath 2 to 3 days a week, chiropractic adjustments, massage. I've been taking care of myself better.
So what does it feel like to be the cleanest running machine on the planet at this time right now?
Honestly, it feels wonderful. It really does. It really, really does. I feel better than I did. Training harder now, because I haven't competed since my bodybuilding, since it was the 1998 when I got hit by a car on my motorcycle, and I actually competed in a bodybuilding contest, and I actually won first place in New Jersey. But I haven't really competed in anything since that long. I like the process of getting ready for that, but I know so much more about my body now that the eating part and everything else, I feel so much better. I feel, and the thing is, I knew that it wasn't just about being lean, but also being lean and strong. So I've had to vary my food. So some days I'll eat a larger amount of food before 6, but it's always 6 o'clock I stop eating.
And what is the 6 o'clock part key about?
It's just something that came to my head again. It's nobody told me that. It's just something I wanted to be able to. I like to stay to a rigid. I put myself in a position that I could say 8 o'clock. I just want to do 6 just to make it that much harder. The first day it sucked because I'm used to just eating whatever I want pretty much, you know, because I'm not really worried about gaining weight because I don't eat unhealthy. But to stop eating at 6, you're like. But the thing is, now I think that even after this, I'm going to stop eating earlier, even after doing this, because I feel better when I wake up in the morning because all the food that I have eaten has been digested and it's going to my muscles and it's helping to repair my body better. And I don't, honestly, eating after 6 now really doesn't appeal to me because I know that I feel so much better when I wake up because my body seems to, it's not like now my body is not having to digest food before I go to sleep at night. It's actually being utilized, it's healing me, and then I wake up the next morning and I actually feel a lot better.
So with this, we know that you're crazy busy anyway, helping track teams, swim teams, and all large group of the professional fighters out here in New Mexico. So
yeah, and cooking for them too. Cooking for them too. I cook for 7 guys a day.
Cooking and doing all of that. So what has it been like also fitting in your own extra training regimen in this last 2 months?
I've had to say no to certain things. That when someone comes to me with something that's really not relevant right now, I just say no. I've had to say no and take care of myself better. I feel that I can still maintain things as long as it doesn't. I get to the point that I know how much I can and cannot do well. If it gets to the point that it's getting watered down and I'm not able to do it well, then I say no. So I'm still able to train the fighters, train all the people that I need to work with, still cook for the guys that I need to in the morning before I get here. But yet I had to say no and just block off time for myself. And you know what? I need to continue to do that because I still have to run this business too. So
what's that like now, adding that in, realizing the selfishness of putting yourself first and the time management, spacing that stuff out?
It's awesome. Because the thing is, it's like everybody's telling me, and they've always told me, Mama, take care of yourself. Mom, get some rest. Because if I'm not taking care of me, then I can't take care of anybody else the way I need to. And I feel that it's helping me all the way around. Because when I wake up in the morning and it's 5 hours before I get here and I'm cooking, you know, for the guys, it's not like it's not a burden to me. It's something that I feel that I really enjoy doing because I want to make them better. But see, the thing is, if I didn't enjoy that, I wouldn't be doing it. So I found out that I just also weed out things that I really don't feel that I need to be doing and just focus on the things that are really good for what I need. It's going to make me better where I can make everyone else better. So in other words, being selfish when it comes to take care of yourself is not a bad thing because, like I said, if you're on a plane and you need oxygen, you can't help someone else unless you put oxygen in yourself first, right? Same thing, same concept. I'm taking care of me, where I can be better for everybody else. And plus, doing this crazy shit and leading by example, and just letting everybody know that this is going to be one of the hardest things I've ever done. But I'm willing to take that challenge and to do that, and put myself out there and do it no matter what. It's good. I'm good.
Okay, and then also you talked about the cooking for everybody, so how great does your house smell all the time with all this food going on?
Yeah, it's wonderful. Matter of fact, yeah, it smells really good. It smells, especially today, because Thursday's Momma's magic turkey, lamb, and sweet potatoes.
Wow, and it's magic.
Yeah, that's been marinated and like slow cook it for like 2 to 3 hours.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah. Matter of fact, I have one container left in there, and the guy, he knows he has to come get it tonight because Clay took his last time.
Don't let Mama's food go to waste.
Oh,
Somebody will eat it.
These guys fight over that stuff. No joke. It's amazing. I like it.
Okay, we got that. Also right now, for the event coming up this Tuesday on August 13th, you are taking donations. So could you tell everybody if they're interested in sending a donation where they could do that?
Well, actually, what you can do is if you go on my Facebook page, because I don't have it in front of me right now, just go to my Facebook page, D. Joe Jones, and there will be flyers on there, and it'll tell you exactly, it's a P.O. box that you can mail it to, and you send it in care of Jason West. He's one of my members here at the dungeon, one of my mama's boys that also works with people with cancer, and he's the one that's we're going to be collecting all the money, and then I'm going to send all the checks will be made out to the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. The Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, make the checks or money orders to them, send it to the P.O. box on my Facebook page, and then we'll collect all the money and send it off to the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation.
Like I said, you've done several rides for charity. You've been working with them for a while. Exactly how long and when did that start up?
I started raising money for them back in 2006, and I've been doing it ever since. And it's just, I actually did it in honor of a young girl who was surviving brain cancer that lives up in Helena, Montana, because her grandparents are very good friends of mine. And matter of fact, every time I go to Alaska, I always stay with them at their house. And she recently just got married, so she's doing very well. And it just makes me feel good that I can hopefully help to save some lives and help some kids.
And then we know, I've seen you have a 100,000 mile patch, but you're well over that. How many miles actually have you covered, you and Bertha?
Well, it's Bertha and the other bikes that I've owned, it's just shy of 500,000 miles.
Just shy of 500,000. Do you have a 1,000,000 goal?
No. I didn't even have that. That goal wasn't, it just happened again. No, it's probably going to happen. I mean, I've met people who have done 1,000,000 miles, but they're about 90 years old. I'm just ahead of the game. I've only been riding since 1998, too, so it's not like I've been riding my whole life. It's just that I don't mess around when I do. By the time the end of this year, my bike will be a little over 2 years old, and I'll have 80,000 miles in it.
And your next ride coming up, I heard you have one planned?
Yes. Milwaukee first, UFC 164, Clay Guida, and then Helena, Montana to see my family, my second family, and then to Fairbanks, Alaska again, the Alaska Highway again. This bike has never been on the Alaska Highway, so it's her turn. Big Bertha has been there 3 times, but Black Ice, this is her first time.
So, was it just the love of the riding, and then that's how it was just natural to put that together with doing the rides for the charity?
Yeah, because the thing is like this riding is something that is a passion. It's nothing. I just decided I wanted to ride one day, and then everything just comes to me. So when I've been on the back of bikes and I just didn't do it for me, so I just decided I want to ride, and that's what I started doing. And then I just decided to start venturing out further and further and further. And next thing you know, I've been through all 50 states, all the Canadian provinces, Mexico. I've ridden in Brazil, Spain, Morocco.
Well, then going through all these bikes, how does Mama D pick out a bike? Besides, I'm pretty sure it needs to be black.
Yeah, black and chrome. Actually, my next bike after Black Ice is going to be naked. It's going to be raw. It's going to be flat black. It's going to look like a road warrior for sure. But it just has to call to me. When I see a bike or see something, and I usually total it. That's usually when I get rid of it. Because Big Bertha is actually the frame has been on her. So she's a total motorcycle. I made history on a bike with a bent frame. Yeah.
Just pushing the boundaries and the limits any way you can.
I've bent the frame on that bike. This bike that I have now has been about $1 away from being totaled. I've got hit by a car, was totaled on the motorcycle. I blew a motor on a motorcycle, so I pretty much, when I get rid of a bike, usually it's because I can't ride it anymore.
So what's that like, the open road and that mindset? Heard you describe it before as that's your church, that's the religion in your life. Can you talk a little bit about that?
That's when I feel the closest to God. That's when I feel the most free. There's nothing that gives me that kind of feeling than being on my motorcycle by myself in the middle of God's country out there. That's for some reason, and that Alaska Highway keeps calling to me. I've been on that Alaska Highway now 6 times because north is 1 and south is 2. So I don't know how many times this is going to be. I don't feel that this is going to be my last time, but for some reason, because it's one of the dangerous highways in the world, for some reason it keeps calling me. And when I pass away one of these days, hopefully it won't be too soon, that's where I want my ashes thrown, on the Alaska Highway. That's how powerful that is to me.
Is winter your favorite season? Is there the animal life up there? Is it just something you don't know?
No, actually, you don't want to go up there in the wintertime. No. Matter of fact, this is the latest in the year I've ever gone up there, because normally I go up there in August, because I've gone up there in July, which is black fly season. August is pretty much the best time. September, I've been up there coming back in September. It's not really the best time to be going up there, but when Clay got scheduled for August 31st, and I figured that I wasn't going to be able to leave until he fought. So now I'm pushing the boundaries of going up there after Labor Day when all the tourist places are closing because all the holiday season is over. So I'm going up there with black bear feeding this year and everything else.
So what's it like also preparing for that and having to think about the insulating yourself, having a layer and pushing the mind that way? Yeah, staying warm, staying energized.
I've done it before. It's been 10 degrees when I've gone up there before, and I'm sleeping over a permafrost, a frozen tundra. So it gets really cold when you sleep on the ground. Those nights when I was talking about eating at 6 o'clock, when you're doing that and you're camping, I literally have to go to bed eating. And it's usually high fat, a lot of nuts. But I can't eat in my tent though, because I can't have my tent smell like food, because then you're going to attract the animals. So I have to eat as much as I possibly can and then go to bed. And that's just to stay warm, because you have to eat a lot of food just for your body to have something to burn. So after this plank, I'm going to have to eat as much as I can, but still maintain healthy food. I still don't want to eat unhealthy. It's not like I just go eat anything. I just have to eat larger portions and still stop eating probably a little bit later, maybe 7, but I still have to stop eating because I still have to prepare myself, because I have a 10,000-mile trip coming. I'll be riding my motorcycle 10,000 miles.
10,000-mile trip. A world record attempt coming up here. Donating to charity. Training and preparing all these fighters around here, plus cooking. Jack of all trades, Mama D, obviously taking care of her house.
Crazy Mom.
Coming up this Tuesday. We want to thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Any last message that you wanted to send out about the foundation or anything? Well,
like I said, if you just go to my Facebook page, D. Joe Jones, and just check out the P.O. box and send everything to Jason West right now, one of Mama's boys, and he's just collecting money for me, because right now I really don't want to have to worry about that. Once he gives it to me, then I'll send it off to the foundation. And just do what you can to help the kids. I've already put in the first $100, and I'm challenging people to match it, or you can put in however many minutes that I do, but give something to help these kids, because like I said, I've been doing it for quite a while, and it makes a difference in the lives of these young kids, and I just want to be able to lead by example and keep doing what I can do to make a difference.
Thank you for the time. It's a great message. Everyone that's listening, check out the Facebook page. Even if it's a small donation, let's all try to help cure cancer. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.